And coming up,
And it's time to hear from Tracy.
will Tracy's decisions keep her team safe or make her a target?
Hello, and welcome back to the Creation Motivation channel. I am a user at Lose and Maintain, and apologies because I am a little tired. I usually do these little recap videos just after I've done my workout and I'm really peppy and have the endorphins flowing, but today I am just kind of waking up and getting ready for the day, and I've been a little off lately. Like, I have a sore throat, cough and stuff. I think my kids brought it home to me, but it's a really light bug, and I was still able to work out this week and do some things for my journey. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick video here, continuing our blog podcast series where we share motivational content and things like that. We're doing Biggest Loser Season 8, Episode 3, Part 2. I do break them up because they are very long episodes. Continuing on, I didn't really talk about the challenge in the last one. Basically, they had to carry these big buckets of weight up these hills, and whoever got all of the weight up the hills fastest won and got immunity, which was Abby and her partner won that. So good on them. They got immunity. And she really needed it because she has an injury and can only really swim for working out and things like that. They do the last chance workout with Bob and Jillian, and Shay was mentioning how she was actually making progress, and she shared this NSV, a non-scale victory.
The very first workout, Jillian put me on what I like to call Jacob's Ladder from Hell. Welcome to the Biggest Loser, Shay. I was able to do 20 seconds. 4, 3, 2, recover. Good. Today I did 6 minutes.
It's a long way from day one, isn't it?
Almost every day here I proved to myself that I can do something I thought I could.
Which was really inspiring to me, just because I know the feeling when I first start working out. I always feel really awful, and I feel like I can't do anything really. And I remember talking about this in the first episode where Shay was conquering this ladder machine, and you have to like climb this ladder, and when you're that big, that's actually really difficult to do. And she was so proud of herself because she went from seconds on it to around 6 minutes, I think, which is a huge time jump. I know anytime I start, I can barely walk. I usually am very slow and sluggish. And if I'm on the treadmill, I'm at like a 2-point-something walk. And when I'm at my fittest, I can get up to 4.0, 5.0, all of that good stuff. So yeah, I love to track these kind of NSVs as well. They're fitness NSVs, and it's a good way to monitor that you're getting stronger and monitor your progress. And you shouldn't just rely on the scale. This is something else you can use to rely on as well. So congratulations to her. I'm so happy for her. That was something that just gave me a little boost while I was watching. The rest of the episode pretty much goes straight to the weigh-in. Jill talks about Tracy and about how she doesn't consult with her partner Mo about anything, which I actually agree with. I have seen that. I saw that before in the last part. She just went ahead and made these decisions. She didn't even turn and ask him permission or anything or his opinion, nothing. She just kind of volunteered him, and it just sucked for him because he's just, if they get voted out, they get voted out, right? So very sad. So Abby in the weigh-in loses 5 pounds after being on a swim-only injury. So I was worried about her because of that. But if you work hard, if you meet your calorie level, if you keep yourself positive, you can still reach your goals. And I was really proud for her. But man, this episode ended crazily. The ending of the episode is just completely dramatic. I just could not believe it. They do the weigh-in, and Tracy has all the power, and she definitely played the game for sure. You know, respect for her because she played the game to a T. I would not have done it like she did. I'm sorry. She has a huge target on her back now. She betrayed everyone. Like throughout the episode, she talks to everybody, and they give her opinion on who they would like to be put on the weigh-in instead of them.
I was going to see if you wouldn't mind putting me on the scale.
Putting you on the scale.
Only because I can pull the higher percentage, and she's been sick this week.
We haven't talked about who we wanted to put on the scale, but we did talk about Shay
because we both feel she really needs to be here. And overall, for her and her team, she's got to put who she thinks is going to lose the least weight. That way, her team won't be on the bottom below the yellow line. But man, the way she did it, she should have just been honest. She lied to everyone. It was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll put you instead of Shay. Like, she told Daniel that. I don't know if she straight up said it directly to him like that, but she kind of hinted at it. And, you know, she was avoiding confrontation, which I know I've been that way as well. But dang, she went about it so rough. Her friend Amanda and the pink team, she talked to them as well, and they were basically begging her to not put Amanda up because she's been having low numbers. And I think she was considering it, but when she asked if they would do the same for her, they hesitated, and they were like, we can't say that.
I don't know who's going to go below, but if I did, I mean, how would you guys vote?
Tracy asked Amanda and myself if Tracy was to fall below the yellow line, if we would not vote for her. And I was like, I can't tell you how I'm going to vote now.
I'm not sure if they said that because the show doesn't let them, like, give away, or maybe they just didn't want to say it. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know how the show works, because I know if you watch the episodes, when it comes to the weigh-in and making decisions, they have to hesitate on who they say they're going to vote for. And they're like, I'm thinking this person, but I'm probably going to vote this person. They have to be kind of vague. It felt like that in that moment, but Tracy took it as, oh yeah, we're definitely going to vote you. We can't tell you we're not going to vote you. And out of spite, she ends up putting Amanda on the scale.
You should be confident in yourself. And you are the one to weigh in today.
So you lied when you said that you were going to have my back.
No.
And she does that with every single team. She puts the person that she thinks will lose the least weight on every single team, and she pisses off a lot of people. Oh my gosh, Amanda was so upset. They were crying, they were pissed, they were angry. And it was just a lot of drama, and I don't like to dive too much in the drama just because drama is negative for me, and it doesn't inspire me, it doesn't motivate me, but it's part of the show, and it does make it entertaining, so I see why, reality shows include it. But then, oh my gosh, Shay weighs in. By the way, she picked Shay. That was just the most shocking part.
Well, then it's time to hear from Tracy.
I did talk to Shay briefly, and she said that she worked hard this week and she felt confident in being on the scale.
So you pick?
Shay.
I really was not expecting it. Everyone was so upset. It was just silent, and Shay was crying. It was painful to watch, okay? It was actually painful to watch. Tracy finally weighs in, and like I said before, she played the game to a T. She ends up dropping this huge number. I think it was around 11 pounds. It was definitely a double-digit number. But yeah, she weighs in, and it was silent. No one clapped. Everyone was just in a state of shock and anger, because if she hadn't hit like this 1 pound mark, she would have been under the yellow line, and everyone was kind of hoping that she secretly gained weight or something.
Oh my God.
She ends up losing this huge number, and everyone was just, even Bob kind of had this reaction. They're supposed to be neutral, okay, but even he couldn't hide it on his face. And yeah, she and Mo ended up being the top place, the absolute top place in the weigh-in running. You know what that means? That means she didn't have to backstab anyone. She could have given everyone what they wanted. She could have had Shay sit with this one out. She could have had Amanda sit this one out. She could have made everyone happy and not had a target on her back, and they still would have won the weigh-in, and they wouldn't have been under the yellow line at all. They wouldn't have gotten close to it. Maybe instead of first place, they would have been second place, but I don't think so. That is shocking to me. She played it so dirty that everyone hates her now. Everyone's mad at her. They want her gone. Everyone was upset. And so at the end, Sean and Antoine and Shay and Daniel are under the yellow line. And everyone knows Shay needs to be there. She is the heaviest girl there. She was so upset. She was crying to everyone to please support her. And she has no support system at home. And she's just so demotivated and her self-confidence is so low. And she's practically begging everyone to let her stay. Sean and Antoine end up self-sacrificing themselves, which I thought was so motivating and touching, and I don't know, it just really got to me. I think they knew that either way they were going to be voted out anyways, but they decided to self-sacrifice themselves so they didn't cause drama. And that's the difference between them and Tracy. Tracy deliberately made this drama on herself, and she made this target on her back, and she made people irritated with her and hate her, and she made these crazy decisions, and it just seemed to come out of nowhere. Whereas they decided to go out gracefully, and they wanted to send a message, a positive message to Shay that she can do it, and they want her to do it, and they want her to stay. And they both have their own families at home and support systems that will help them to continue losing the weight. And this is a big deal because they're pretty much giving up their chance at, $250,000? So even if they knew that they were going to be voted off anyways, they're still giving up a lot for her. And this is such a positive message, such a motivating message that they're just giving to her. And it was really touching. And I just couldn't believe how we came from this beautiful, amazing, wonderful episode, the best episode I've ever watched of Biggest Loser, the most team-oriented challenge episode. We come to this best episode to this worst episode. This one was the worst I've ever seen. It was so negative. It made me uncomfortable. It was awkward. People were stressed out and losing way less weight on the scale. So if you compared to the last one, everyone had such good numbers because they worked together, because they were a team, because it was a team effort. It was amazing. And then we come to this weigh-in and almost everyone had a bad number, except for Tracy. Shocking. She just played the game. I don't know what to tell you. And I don't know. I just did not like her decisions in this. I think she could have at least given leeway to someone, and she just backstabbed everyone. And it made me down in the dumps watching it, really. It just sucked all the happiness out of me. But at least it ended on such a good note with the self-sacrifice. Sean and Antoine, I really am going to miss them. They both got voted out in this one. Sometimes they only do one member of the team, but they did both. And it just made me so sad. And they do a recap later on where they come back a couple months later and talk to them. And they were saying, if we can do it at home, so can you. And that is so true. I always tell people, well, when I had a blog before, I always used to write about how if I can do it, anyone can, because I am the laziest person I know. And I am very self-negative and a worrier and all of that. And I have turned it around several times, and I've lost the weight several times, and I have been able to turn it around. And if I can, you can. And there are other people out there that have it way worse than you or me or anyone. And I wanted to end this episode on a good note. So, by the way, a little spoiler here, but at the end of this episode, Antoine reveals something. He says that he's always wanted to find love in his life, but because of his weight, he couldn't. And after, losing this weight, he's getting self-confidence. And he said after the show, he contacted who other than Alexandria? Oh my gosh. I was so upset when she got voted off before. And when she got voted off, she hinted that she found a love interest on the show. And I had no idea it was him. So yes, they are dating now. And I'm hoping they're supporting each other on their journey as well. I can't wait for the finale of the show. I hope to see them together still. And that they both have lost tons of weight. And I loved that the episode ended motivating in that way. And I really hope for more motivating episodes, but this show can be hit or miss on that. It can be very dramatic and negative in that way. So that's about it. I'm going to close it out here. Hope you're all having a great day, a motivating day. Have a great one to get some baby steps in. Happy motivating.